Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is Amy from With Love by Amy, and this is day 15 of the Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendar series. So I am going to do something a little bit different with this one. We're going to first find the project for or the item for today, and it looks like it is an embossing folder. You know what? I realized after I opened this that I honestly had not even looked at the back of the box to see what things were included. Like to give you the spoilers, like last year, I knew that there was, the truck and stuff like that. But I didn't even look at the back of the box till literally right now. Like you can see it, there's the back of it to the left. And I was looking at it as I was filming this and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even look at this. But so we're getting back to the project. We are going to try to do a diagonal strip in red on this green cardstock with this Catherine Pooler ink. And we will see how it turns out because... yeah. And if you see that the cardstock's a little bit wrinkly, I'm actually going to spray it with water, the back side of it with water. So hopefully that it will take the embossing a little bit better and stuff. But so here we are. I'm spraying it off screen right now. You saw the little sprayer there. It's all wet. And we're going to, I'm trying to make sure that I put it the right direction. And we're trying to figure out what angle we want it at. I honestly don't use embossing folders like this too often. I don't know why, but I saw somebody else who did this same thing with the other embossing folder we got in the advent calendar earlier in the month. And so I thought I would give it a try. All right. So here is the embossing. I am not a fan of how the red looks. Like, I don't like it. So we're going to go with the other side. And honestly, I left that whole part in there with the putting the red on and everything, just to kind of like remind everybody that if you end up doing something that you don't like, there can still be a silver lining. Like you can still find something you like about it maybe. Or if you don't like anything about it, just throw it away and start over. It's just a piece of cardstock. So now I'm cutting some strips of red glitter cardstock from my scrap stash. I have no clue what brand they are. It's kind of a little bit like a sheddy glitter, so I would not get this cardstock again. I prefer the kinds that don't shed. So what I'm doing here is I'm going over the edge where you can kind of see like the impression from the edge of the embossing folder. I didn't want to see that, so that's what I'm covering up with the glitter strips. And then we're going to set down like a block on top of it to dry for a little bit. And see, there you can see the red ink that I did not like. And this card is going to be relatively quick. We're going to trim off the edges of the the glitter cardstock strips, and then we are going to mount it on a black card base. But every time I do a black card base, I always want to make sure that I put a white panel on the inside. And just for this one, just for fun, I'm going to like jazz it up a little bit. We're going to make it look fancy. So we're going to take another strip of that red glitter cardstock and put it along the bottom of this white card panel that's going to go inside the card. So just to make it a little bit fancy, because for some reason, I know nobody's really going to know, nobody that's not a card maker is going to know how long it took me or didn't take me to make this card. For some reason, I'm like, oh my gosh, it can't be a good enough card if it doesn't take a long time. Does anybody else have that like mentality about their cards? Like they're not good enough if they were quick and easy? Leave me a comment below if anyone else is afflicted with that thought process like I am, because it happens to me all the time. And, I got to have some more texture and stuff to it. So we're going to add some of these sequins from earlier in the advent calendar too. And I have come to the conclusion that only the big end of my jewel picker works now. The other one's all not sticky. I don't know what's wrong with it. Does anybody know how to clean those or fix them? Or am I lost? Is it a lost cause and I need to get a new one? I know they were only like less than $5, but still, I don't want to have to replace it. I barely ever use that thing. So if you know how to clean it up, leave me a comment below, because I don't want to replace it and I feel like I haven't used it that much. I'm sure there's a way to clean them up, but I don't want to mess it up. So if you know how, let me know. Thanks. All right. So there we go. Now it's time to glue this onto the card base. And if I was being extra fancy, I would decorate the envelope too, but I haven't gotten that far. And I don't think that's a Today Me project. So we're just going to do this, weigh it down. All right, and now we are all done, and we're just going to wait for it to dry. Here's our 5 seconds of Sonic. And He's so cute. It was late at night when I took this video, so it's kind of dark, but he's a cutie. All right, here's the finished product. Let me know in the comments below what you think of it and what would you have done for this day on the advent calendar. All right, thank you so much for watching. Here are some other videos you may enjoy, and don't forget to come back tomorrow to see what we got going on. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.